we're still looking at the athletes of the decade, the footballer of the decade, the boxers of the decade, and then you guys are voting. It has narrowed down. The House chose Serena Williams, while those of you calling us, some of you are saying Serena, others are saying Usain Bolt. So it is the season of excellence. So you have the choice, pick up what is there, while we move on. But I tell you this, we didn't consider a lot of things in Nigeria. I remember we have taken the team of the decade for Nigeria. The Super Eagles won the AFCON in 2013. They didn't qualify in about 2 or so, and then they went to the World Cup. The Super Falcon, continued their dominance. Yeah. The Tigress and the Tigers, you understand, during this period also performed marvelously well. Wrestling, just this year alone, wrestling won 33 medals. 16 of those, I think, are gold medals internationally, not within Nigeria. They have world-class wrestlers over there. Funny enough, the sports that we believe are not there are the sports that are putting Nigeria up there. Because one, the UFC, we have champions. We have Nigerian champions. Boxing, we have Nigeria. Of course, we have Nigeria, but the UFC class act there that we don't even have a federation representing. There's no faction. There's no faction of who is representing who in UFC.
Okay.
And somebody
talking about sports that have put Nigeria on the map in this decade, I think Scrabble is
also one. Yeah.
If you look at the top 25 Scrabble players in the world,
yes,
you have 5 Nigerians.
5 in the top 25.
In the top 25.
Yes.
As of December 2018,
yes,
the Nigerian Scrabble team was ranked number
one in the world.
As of December 2018.
Yes.
So Scrabble has really done well for us. And I think, like we normally say, we should focus on some areas of comparative advantage.
Yes.
We should give the federation the required support so that a lot of other players can come through the ranks,
yes,
and do well.
All right. Israel.
Ismail.
Oh. Ismail. Okay. Ismail, how are you?
Hello.
Hello, Ismail. How are you?
I'm Ibrahim. It's not Ismail. I'm Ibrahim.
Ibrahim. Okay, guys. Okay. We'll change it. Ibrahim.
His father and son.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ismail, the son of Ibrahim.
Ismail
I
is the son.
Pep Guardiola as the best coach of the decade.
Wow. Straight to the point. I love that.
I said I vote Pep Guardiola as the best coach of the decade.
We had you. We're even endorsing it. Yes. Thank Ibrahim.
Yeah.
Pep Guardiola is your choice for the coach of the decade for winning 7. In these 7 out of 10 years he won the league. That is no mean feat. We agree with you. I agree with you. I'm not supposed to vote you, but I agree with you.
Okay. Before we went on, we were talking about the earnings over the decade.
Yeah. Can we get that back? The earnings over the decade. I mean, how much they earned? If we can let us get 8, 9, 10. All right.
Yeah. Now you were talking about the calculator.
Yeah. If you press your calculator, now, Floyd Mayweather 900. Because I don't know the budget of Nigerian sports. The budget of Nigeria, the entire sports ministry, I think is it 30 million? Is it
for his fight against Manny Pacquiao and McGregor?
Yes.
He pocketed over $500 million in 2015 and 2017.
So I think it would be unfair to look at it from that angle.
Which angle?
If you have not prepared the template where
this
you
just
can
talks
allow
about the commercial exposition.
No, we're talking about how can you compete in the world if individuals like this?
I mean, going back to this,
because
every time we look at it as if government is just pumping money.
Yeah.
Now there is no, all these things are not tax-free.
Remember,
we just relieved our head of tax board because of dwindling revenue.
Okay.
Now, there is no way our sportsmen will be earning this kind of income and the tax base. But if we have this kind of income, nobody will complain about 7 billion for National Assembly.
Of course.
Because it's not just about putting. You definitely, it's like the golden end.
It's an investment.
Get something, it's an investment that the return
ROI.
on investment
you remember you were talking about that the EPL players have been paying about 1 billion.
Definitely.
That is the
in
taxes.
Terms of taxes.
The players.
And you think the Queen will not be happy?
We've not paid.
Again.
Okay, before let us just go back to
Moreni
KG. That's a female voice. Hello, KG.
Unisex.
KG, how are you? That's a male voice.
Yes, it's unisex.
It's unisex.
From Ipile.
All right.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, this is Pt.3 from Shugo.
From
Oshogbo, Osun State.
Why are you calling it? Why are you calling it Oshogbo now? Oshogbo, bros. You be Yankee?
Okay, yes, I'm putting the what do you call it? The woman, that woman.
Okay.
The US coach. Yes, the US coach. I'm putting.
Okay, you're working Ellis, Jill Ellis.
For the
Okay.
coach of the season.
Coach of the decade, yes.
I'm putting now for the short woman of the.
Okay. Who are you voting for the sportman of the decade? Who? Serena?
Hello?
Are you here? Okay. We can hear you clearly now. Who did you vote for this coach of the sportsman of the decade? We'll keep quiet so that we can hear you. Oh, no. Please, Moreni Keji, I've confused you that when all this thing started, I thought it was a female. The only Keji, I've already seen Keji. This is the first time I'm saying that, you know, it's a unisex. Moreni Keji. The Keji, that is this next.
Before you used to say Ipele Osun. Now you even know Oshogbo. You can pronounce better Oshogbo than some of us.
You guys. Okay, all right. There is the old 10. Oh, beautiful, wonderful.
$400 million. Kevin Durant, $425 million.
And Manny
Pacquiao, $435 million.
He is a senator in the Philippines.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's a Filipino.
$480 million for Phil Mickelson. Then Tiger Woods,
$615 million.
Roger Federer, $640. King LeBron James, $680.
King Messi.
King
Messi.
Lionel Messi, $750 million.
His Royal Majesty Ronaldo.
His Royal Majesty Cristiano Ronaldo, $800 million.
And then the money man.
TBE, the best ever.
The best ever.
Mayweather, $915 million.
$915 million. Like I said, I'm advising you guys, if you are using all this scientific calculator, don't try to convert.
Careful.
Don't use any figure. Don't use 300. Don't use 360. Don't convert. Just leave it in dollars. Because I tell you, you will just see it. I'm not joking. You see error.
No, but Ken, I think honestly, it's for the regulators to see what the power inherent in sport.
Yeah.
Everybody tweet. Have you ever asked yourself the bird in Twitter?
All
Is
right.
after Larry Bird?
We are going to Adamawa, and Haruna is on the line. Hello, Haruna. Hello, Haruna.
Hello?
Hello. I like your voice. Haruna, please speak up. Please.
Yeah, I can hear you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Oh, yeah. Let's hear you.
I decided to choose Ronaldo as my best athlete of the decade.
You added him into the list.
Which of the
Ronaldo? Okay, no, it's only one. That one is
There's only one in this decade.
There's only one in this decade. Don't mind him. Yeah, go on. You choose Ronaldo, okay? And then
Cristiano Ronaldo.
it's what? Your line is not too clear, Haruna. But of course, but you made a clear choice, and then we had it and we registered it that the guys called Ururu CR7 is your athlete of the decade.
Ken, if you do ask Yemi, he will tell you that is his own athlete of the decade.
Who?
And he will be honest about it.
Which Yemi?
Apart from Yemi,
Yemi is
Yemi Bakari.
I think this is blackmail.
Yemi Bakari.
Are you a mind reader now?
For me,
You don't plead the fifth.
going back to the figures,
Yes.
talking about the money, and I think that's one area I think our administrators needs to really focus on.
Yeah.
Because I think the only sport festival that was done and that we got an account
Gateway.
was Gateway
Games.
Games, and
Yeah.
that was in 20.
2000.
Maybe Gateway 2006 or thereabout. I can't really remember.
That
now.
was before
Before Cardinal.
before Cardinal Lagos.
Before Cardinal Lagos,
Okay.
yeah.
The state government then under Benga Daniel and Olabade
yeah.
gave an account of the festival, how much they got in terms of sponsorship, what was spent, and
Because it was seen as a business.
Let me just say something before you continue. Let me just say something before you continue. Do you know that because of, some of them don't know this, because of what Olakbade did, as commissioner then,
He's been able to do
his
several other
integrity,
things, yeah.
that is why the corporate world, he's so much respected.
Definitely.
There are a lot of things he's doing now based on what,
Without sounding like one is patronizing him, he's done a lot of things since then.
All right, let's go to Kogi State. James is there.
I've done that.
King James, how are you? Hello, James. We heard you now. You said you have tuned down your volume. We heard you, but not your voice. It's just the volume of your telly. Let's hear you. Hello, James. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yeah, I've done that.
Okay, then go on. Then you can talk. You are free.
Yes, my athlete of the decade is Lionel Messi.
Lionel Messi. Wow.
It's not on national.
Okay, you guys are adding. You started now. One added Ronaldo, you are adding.
And the other added Messi.
Oh yeah, go on. Go on.
Lionel Messi has done exceptionally okay.
Yeah, he did well.
Within the decade,
Yeah.
you agree with me that he has won the highest number of the world best, and he also has scored the highest goals in the history of football in 2012.
Decade, yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
He scored
Top scorer, he's the top
91
scorer of the
goals.
decade.
That is
Yeah.
wonderful. So that's why I chose him as my athlete of the decade.
Okay. Your coach of the decade, did you choose anyone? Are you up? Who is your coach of the decade?
The coach of the decade,
Yeah.
I go for Klopp.
You go for Jurgen Klopp. With the Mars, no, what did you win?
Not the man with the
Ahead of
most.
Zidane.
He won just
Not
two
the
league
highest losing
titles now.
finalist.
We're talking about this year.
Ahead of
No, no,
Zidane.
It's not even the highest losing finalist. Because if the highest losing finalist, I think Klopp is
James, this is your club. Let him win the league first now. And that will be next decade that he's going to win the league. This decade, he just
He's
won.
going to win the league. He's even leading with 13 points. He's
that
leading
is-
with 13 points.
James, from 2010 till now, he only won that back-to-back title with Dortmund.
Dortmund, yeah.
And then
Remember, Jurgen Klopp is still unbeaten
His
in
cabinet is
EPL.
thin.
this season now.
His cabinet is thin.
This season. Somebody they beat him today. Suppose he was beating today, I would be the one to call you. All right, thank you, James. Thank you, James. James called all the way from Kogi.
He just had to do
And then,
Ojoro cancel, Ronaldo Messi.
Don't mind them. Somebody called it and put in Ronaldo. I don't call it and put it. I don't understand you guys.
That duopoly, that debate is unending.
Always continue.
There is-
Still talking about the money.
The money.
So I feel going into the next decade, I think our administrators, everybody involved in sports should set some things right. Look at our football clubs where we have like almost 80% of it being funded by the state government. State government that is really struggling to pay even workers' salary cannot take care of the welfare of
It still baffles me. Why state government want to run football club? It is illogical. You know,
if we want to, how do I put it, get this kind of earnings for our sport, a lot of things needs to be put in place. Government should just create an enabling environment, put the infrastructure in place, then let the private sector people, let them come in and run it. But for private sector to come, we have to be accountable. Not for every time government comes, you target government interference, and you're willing to go to government to get funding.
Before I forget, I promised myself I'm going to say something, so I know the time is going. So let me just, before I forget it. In 2010, during the World Cup, I remember that in this studio here, in the Maryland studio, we ran, for 31 days from after the 10 o'clock news, from 11 to 12 every day, we brought you the 2010 World Cup from our studios live. And one of those nights, as I was going home before I got to Yanosolo, I found out I had a flat tire, and the car, rammed out, straight to almost under the bridge. But I was lucky because some men came out to come and assist me, and I tell you this, it was the Nigerian police, Mopo. This guy came out with his team, helped me to change the tires, and unfortunately, they not discover that while I was running, over the curb, the sump, you know,
Yeah.
got some
Got a punch.
the fuel tank. It was the fuel tank that got caught. So the fuel tank was leaking.
yeah.
So they collected. They were able to collect it, put something there. This is about 12. We finished the program by 12. So it's already every night. You were part of the show then, you know. So we finished that night the program by 12 o'clock. It was ungodly hours. I was going home, and then they assisted me. And I tell you this, I will never forget that day. Every time I drive past there, you know, I stop
still have
and
memories of that,
talk
yeah.
with them. But yesterday, while we were preparing for this show, and then I just had boom.
Again.
When I had boom, it was the transformer. It was the transformer.
Nostalgia.
You can imagine your transformer blowing up on a Saturday, and you ask yourself, God, what is going to happen? I was frustrated. I took courage, and I drove to the PHCN office. I said, let me just go. While I was going, somebody there told me that it was a reckless driver that hit the pole, and then the wires now turned. You understand? So maybe there was something there, and short-circuited, and it was a bridge and what. So I got there. To cut a long story short, those guys, within 1 hour, they responded and restored my light. I want to say thank you to you guys, because this show, I tell you this, I would have grown gray hair as I did say. Guys, we are following the show.
It's been a great year, and I think via PPP we can do a lot with adopting a sports initiative for the sportsmen.
Right.
I think in our own little sphere of influence, we should try and let the change start from us.
The change should start from us.
Yeah.
We used to have the ECN NEPA, so maybe we should have IKDC Football Club.
IKDC. All right, that is it. This is the last show for the decade. Before you see us again, God willing, it will be 2020. Have a blessed Sunday. Thank you.